they have some red, blue and green buttons. So I first write here there's red, blue, green buttons. Okay. So and since I use 1/5 of the red buttons for a dress, so I just draw 1/5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1/5 for the dress, and then here is left what? 4/5, correct? And then the remaining, every time when I say about remaining, I draw another bar here, so I won't get myself confused. So it's 2, 4, 6. Okay, 1/6 of it for a blouse. So I left here is 2, 6. It's 5, 6. Okay. So and then it says that the end, after all this, right? She then had 350 button left. Okay, so now my red left with what? 5/6 times, because here is 5/6 come from here, right? Come from 4/5. So I will have cancel 2/3 red left. So 2/3 red left, add blue, add green, will give me 350 buttons. Okay. Okay, this is the first things that I know. The second thing I know is if okay, it says that if 2/5 of the button left is equal to 1/4 of the blue button. Okay, this thing we like to see, every time we like to see equal, right? You know, equal can really help us to solve a lot of problems. So I know the red 2/5 left. This is left, because now we are only looking at what is left. We are not looking at the initial button. Okay, left is equals to blue button, but how many? 1/4. So I know that this thing must be equals to this, right? So over here I actually times 2. So in the end I will have 2/5 and then 2/8. Okay, but then later I know that the ratio of the red button to that of the green button is 10/9. Okay, now I have red button left. To the blue button is actually 5/8, right? And then here I have the red button, the ratio of red button left. You see, everything now we are talking about is left. So red button left to that of the blue button is actually 10/9. I know that these two has to be the same. It comes back. How do I make this the same? Over here I have to, because this is one set, right? And over here is another set. Okay, so I need here to times 2, so as to make this the same, here is times 2. So now I have a new figure, 10, 16, and then here is 10, right? And then here is 9. So my new figure here is red left, right, is actually 10 unit to the ratio of blue, which is actually 16 unit, and then to the ratio of green is actually 9 unit. Okay, so now it's asking you how many red buttons were there at first. Okay, I know that here when I say about left is red button left, blue button and green button, I will have a total of 35 units. And in my first sentence, I know that my red button, blue button and green button add up total is actually, I have two things here. Here is what? Red left. When I talk about units, to the blue one and then to the green one is actually 35 units. So I know that 35 units is actually equals to 350 buttons. Okay, if 35 units is equals to 350 buttons, am I right? Now I know that I'm looking for red, right? But then I'm not looking at left. I'm looking at first. But I can use left first, the red button left. I can first calculate what are the red button left to get the answer from at first. Okay, the red button left, if you were to notice that, right, is actually because I have 10 unit of red button left. So 10 times 350 divided by 35 will actually give me 100 buttons. Okay, 100 buttons. This is the red button left. And you know that what is the red button left? It is 2/3 of R is equals to 100 buttons. What this means? This means that 2 units, right? Because 2 units is the left one, equals to 100 buttons. and then the full of red buttons is actually 3 units. So what is the answer for 3 units? For at first, what do they have? They have 150 buttons. At first, red buttons. 150 red buttons at first. Okay,